black cars with black windows that were escorted by police, and I haven't seen
Was this last Wednesday?
Thursday, actually.
Okay, Thursday, so the first real day it kicks off. When did you start seeing them detain people? And then we heard there were some demonstrations that looked staged by the communists and the nationalists. Please continue.
Well, my second day there, which is Friday 15, I was walking on the road, walking towards the Astor Palace Hotel, and I met this guy, this Greek guy, Fotis, his name, and he told us, guys, that they are arresting, detaining people with cameras. And I said, well, I haven't heard that before. So we took a walk, and we managed to take a picture of the hotel where two people were standing in the balcony. And I wanted to change the lenses and get a bigger lens, zoom lens, to get a closer picture with them. And as soon as I put my backpack on the ground, a few police cars and motorcycles arrived and started asking questions. That's when we started getting that footage. I don't know if you've seen it, where basically we were surrounded by cops, and they started telling us that we cannot take pictures to the hotel.
Now they advertise, Paul, and then we'll continue with the story. They advertise Greece as if it's part of the European Union. It's supposedly free. But clearly Bilderberg gave the order to stop any photos because they're tired of us showing the Queen of the Netherlands and David Rockefeller and British royalty and others being there. So, I mean, clearly this sounds like Soviet Russia during the 1980s. Please continue.
Exactly. Well, I've even talked personally to some of the cops in civilian or regular cops. And basically, what they told us is that, first of all, they were very friendly to us. Only some security people there were very, very angry, and they were giving orders. They had radio stations, all of them, and they were saying through the radio to, take those guys, something like that. But
so you saw private security people, or what looked like plain clothes. Private security may have been telling the police to be rougher with you?
Exactly. Even when Richard Turbin from Ireland was arrested, basically he took a picture of such a man, and then that man ordered the police to get him.
Okay, so clearly the Bilderberg security then was giving orders to the police, and that's what we've heard from everybody, that the police didn't really like violating the press's rights, but were clearly under orders from higher up to do this. And so go back over the gentleman from Ireland, because we're going to be doing a story on this, Mr. Dornanu, as you know, for PrisonPlanet.com, which has been the global leader. If you click under Google News, where we're getting more hits right now in The Guardian and The New York Times, and others that have been in the Wall Street Journal that have been reporting on this. So it's important to get all the facts. So specifically, you're confirming Bilderberg was ordering people have their videotapes, their photos stolen. That allows civil action now against the private Bilderberg group based out of a private corporate office in the Netherlands. So please continue.
Exactly. Well, I myself was detained 2 times. Actually, second time was worse than the first time. The first time we got detained, me and my friend and that Greek guy, we were detained for about an hour. During that time, they probably ran some checks on us at the police station and then let us free. They didn't check our cameras or whatever we recorded. Now, the second time was worse because it was yesterday when Bilderbergers started to leave, and my friends started taking pictures with limos, and basically they were all together in that park near the police barricade, and they were friendly with us, and suddenly it seems that this police guy in civilian, dressed regularly like normal people, got radioed and got very angry because he was told to basically take us. And he came to us, he asked for our IDs and told us very friendly, well, you have to go again for 5 minutes to the police station and run some checks again on you. And well,
let me stop you. Let's be specific, Mr. Dornan, because I want to get this right.
Yes.
You're saying the officers were being friendly to you and that he got irritated when he got the radio call. Was he irritated with you or irritated that they were ordering him to arrest you?
Irritated that they get the word to arrest us.
So they didn't want to arrest you?
Exactly.
Now, let's be clear. The cops, when they falsely arrest you, always call it detaining. When you're stuck in a police car and taken, you were arrested without charge. You were arrested, falsely arrested, and then released without charge. So that's why they keep telling you you were detained, because they know what they've done is unlawful, and you have a claim against them. And even if the cops don't like it, there were lots of Germans didn't like blowing people's heads off, but they still did it. You know, there were lots of folks who didn't like, having, to hang black runaway slaves, but they still hung them. And just because you don't like, I had to rob a bank, I was real sad about it, I don't like it, but I have to rob it. Those police officers are not above the law. Now, more importantly, you and others that were arrested, including the Irishman and the Brit reporter for The Guardian, they need to file suit against the Bilderberg Group for soliciting your arrest. And then that will open all this up in court. We need to go after these bastards. Now, Mr. Dornan, please continue.
Yes, I was considering doing such an action for us to talk with the foreign minister here in my country to ask them why was I detained or arrested the times. Because the second time, I got really scared, and I think that's what they wanted.
You were kidnapped, sir. You were Shanghai.
4 hours there.
4 hours.
4 hours there. Actually, we were in total of 6 people there. One guy hadn't had anything to do with us. He was an American from Colorado, and he was just sitting on the bank near us, and he was taken as well.
Let's be clear. This is in the middle of a exactly. This is a no camera. This is in the middle of just a gorgeous tourist area, and they shut down the entire palace with 3 huge hotels, and then there's a huge bay with boats and ships and people on the beach with volleyballs, and they were just grabbing people. Explain that to people.
Exactly. So basically, we're just standing there trying to take a picture with the cars that were passing by, the limos for Bilderberg, and they came to us and told us that we need to go to the police station.
All right, stay there. But you're saying they also arrested just an American tourist who didn't have a camera.
Exactly. He was just guilty by association. He was just standing there with us.
Paul Dornan, stay there. Paul, stay there. We'll be right back to you. Key information straight ahead. Up on screen, it's coming up next hour. We're going to play this video. That is AmeriCorps. That is one of the uniforms. They've got 10 different divisions of this, but that's the main political officer you're going to be seeing on the streets. In fact, they're on the streets. And they're chanting and doing military marches, and she looks at the camera and says, "This is what I wear. This is my uniform." Very chilling. And they mean business, folks. They mean business. It's really sick. People can laugh at it, but they can call in the police on you name it. This is the new America, ladies and gentlemen. Arm patches and everything. I can't believe our republic's fallen this hard this fast, but we really are just a third world country with some vestiges of freedom and liberty left, but that's all going to be overrun soon. God help us. And the yuppies are just going to roll over to it. They've had their fight sucked out. A lot of folks, though, aren't, and that's why it's going to be very nasty. Going back to Paul Dornan, infocon.ro, infocon.ro, done a lot of great work, and you can see his footage in Endgame. Blueprint for Global Enslavement, being followed by cars and police waiting out front in plain clothes, smoking cigarettes in alleys. Looks like something out of Indiana Jones or in the Temple of, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and going through bazaars and trying to hide while guys follow him so Tucker can meet some guy in an alley to tell him what's going on from Bilderberg. And a lot of that went on this year, too, and Tucker's going to be back soon. He's getting back tonight. We'll have him on the next few days for a full debriefing here on air. But, Mr. Dornanu, the British reporter, Mr. Skelton, really got freaked out when they were at his hotel, in his room, following him, grabbing on him in alleyways. And the London Guardian, he certainly had a conversion from laughing at us to taking this pretty serious.
Yes, I've managed to meet Charles Skelton and talk to him a bit, and he indeed was looking very frightening because what was happening, I don't think he was expecting for this to be happening, and was taken by surprise. But let me tell you what happened the second arrest of us. When we got the second time arrested with us, there were two guys from American Free Press, Bernard and Peter. I don't know their last names. And
by the way, this is an exclusive. Nobody else is reporting right now.